Hey guys, this is Seagrove. I wanted to talk to you today about the EU LCS and the playoffs coming up. Who's going to win, or who I think is going to win, and kind of break down the matchup and tell you why I think that. So the first matchup is Gambit versus Unicorns of Love, and Gambit lost the first one, and then Unicorns of Love won the second time they met. So overall, they're pretty even teams, I'd say. I think Gambit has an edge here just because they've been playing better the second half of the split. Gambit is 6-3, and Unicorns of Love are 4-5 on the second half. So just recently, Gambit's been doing better. But either way, I think it's going to be a 3-2 probably. I am going to give it to Gambit on that one just because of how they've been playing recently. H2K and Copenhagen Wolves is sort of an exaggerated version of that matchup. H2K is clearly a better team than Copenhagen Wolves, and I think they're going to go probably 3-1. But H2K, again, Copenhagen Wolves won the first one, H2K won the second time they met, and H2K has just been doing really well later in the season. I think H2K is 7-2, while Copenhagen Wolves are 3-6 in the second half of the season. So again, it's kind of an exaggerated version of that matchup. Like there's a bigger disparity between the teams, both in overall skill and second half performance. And in placement, obviously, is this 3rd and 6th seed. So I think H2K should win that one pretty handily. I'll say 3-1. So then we have SK versus the winner of Gambit and Unicorns. And whoever wins Gambit and Unicorns, again, that's a really hard one to pick. UL and Gambit are pretty evenly matched. But whoever wins, I think, is going to lose to SK Gaming. SK Gaming have just been dominating Europe. And they are 15-3, which is, I think they're even better than that shows because their 3 losses were all in a row in the middle when they had internet issues and weren't really able to practice, at least is what the team claims, which I'm sure has some legitimacy to it at least. But either way, it was kind of sort of in a small slump that they were in, and other than that, they haven't lost a game. That's really, really, really impressive. So I think that SK should take that pretty easily. Yeah, not much to say there. I think SK is just a lot stronger than either Gambit or Unicorns. They might drop a game, but I expect it to be 3-1 or 3-0. I actually would predict 3-0. Then we have Fnatic versus, I'm assuming H2K, but either way, H2K or Copenhagen Wolves. H2K Fnatic would be a really good series. I think I would give it to Fnatic. They're just playing a little bit better, especially at the end. H2K looked a little shaky at the end of the season. It's still looking really strong, but Fnatic's definitely a little bit better than H2K. So I'd give it to Fnatic 3-1 or 3-2. I'm going to say 3-2. I think Fnatic will win, but it'll be a really, really exciting and good series. And then you have SK Gaming versus Fnatic. And this is going to be an awesome matchup. These are 2 really strong teams. Again, I just think SK lost once to Fnatic and beat Fnatic once. I think I have to go with SK again. Again, SK outside of those 3 games is undefeated. I expect this to be a very, very close one. I don't know if it'll be 3-1 or 3-2. But I don't think that, even if it's 3-1, I think the games will all be very close. But that'll be one of the most exciting series in the whole LCS playoffs to watch. SK versus Fnatic, they're both playing at a really high level, and maybe Fnatic can use some of what they saw, they saw teams at IEM beating SK. Maybe they can use that against them. We'll have to see, but I'm going to go with SK on that one as well. So I think SK will probably win this. I'll say 3-2 in the finals. But there's a look at the different teams in that.